Welcome back to Urban Fitness Friday Focus. Okay, today we're talking parent training. Now, I don't mean this video is going to be me telling you how to become a better parent. It's off the back of a question one of the viewers sent in. And the question was, Joe, you recently just had a baby 3 weeks ago. I've got a newborn baby coming up. Is there any way you altered your training or your approach to training in that post-baby period? Mainly talking about the sort of first 6 to 8 weeks, maybe 1 to 2 months post-baby. And my answer to that is absolutely 100%. No matter what level you're at with your training, you should look at what you're doing in overall output, in terms of work, in terms of social life, in terms of training after a baby comes along, because that's a major spanner or wrench thrown in the works. And obviously everybody knows sleep is going to be affected. As a result of sleep being affected, nutrition is going to be affected. Your desire to eat bad foods and also how you handle those foods and shuttle those foods around the body for energy is going to be affected. And then as a result of that, mood is going to be affected, so i.e. desire to train. So there's a lot of things that come into play. Now, I'm going to talk about my personal case to answer this question to this viewer. But just know that this is applicable to anybody. Auto-regulation of your training like this is a lot more difficult to do than people think. And people kick themselves all the time as to why they might not be getting results with their own training. And this is just one of those factors that comes in, is that you need a professional to sort of look at your overall training and what you're doing and to alter it accordingly based off situations that life is going to throw at you, i.e. having a new baby. So let's get right into it. So this is what my training did look like up until 3 weeks ago. I'm going to motor through this as quick as I can. So on Monday evening you see a gym session. Anywhere you see a purple dot beside it, that means that gym session was accompanied by some heavy breathing work at the end. Okay, so we did that on a Monday afternoon. Then Tuesday lunchtime was jiu-jitsu. Wednesday lunch or evening was a gym session accompanied by some heavy breathing work. Thursday morning was lunchtime was a jiu-jitsu session, and Friday evening was a gym session accompanied by some heavy breathing work. And then what we also had in over here, which I forgot to put in, was a conditioning session or a heavy breathing gym session on a Tuesday as well. So that was accompanied by some heavy breathing work. Okay. Then on a Saturday, what we had was a home workout in the garden. So in Saturday morning in the AM, so some heavy breathing work, and then in the afternoon we had jiu-jitsu. Now, we wanted to cut the volume back, typically about 20%, and we wanted to cut the intensity back as well. And what we did was we cut that back in terms of the heavy breathing work, because we were getting enough of that in jiu-jitsu anyway, and it's quite hard to recover from that type of work. Okay, so let's show you what we did. Now, the 3 jiu-jitsu sessions a week, potentially 4, were non-negotiable. They have to happen, okay? So what we did was, on a Monday evening, we left in the heavy breathing work here post-workout at the end of the session. And then on a Tuesday morning, we got rid of this gym session. So that's one session gone. On a Wednesday evening then, we got rid of the breathing work at the end of the gym session. So this is just resistance training now. On a Friday, we got rid of the heavy breathing work at the end of that gym session as well. And then what we did on a Saturday, instead of doing these 2 sessions where we done a conditioning workout in the morning and then we done a jiu-jitsu session in the afternoon, what we said was, if you're not going to make jiu-jitsu, we'll do this one. If you are going to make jiu-jitsu, we'll cut this one right out. Okay? So that's 2 sessions we got rid of completely. And another 2 sessions we cut about 30% of work off, okay? So that's a real overall reduction in volume. But then also we reduced intensity in terms of work that's hard to recover from by taking the heavy breathing work out of these 2 sessions and leaving it here only, because we are getting enough of that breathing work in with the jiu-jitsu sessions. Now, we also altered nutrition based off of this. So I would have been on about 2 grams per pound of body weight up until 3 weeks ago, and we brought that 2 grams of carbohydrates, and we brought that down to 1 gram per pound of body weight. So we cut that in half completely. And then also what we did was, because we took the heavy breathing work out of Wednesday and Friday, we lowered the carbs right down here. So it was low carb, real low carb in these days. And then what we did was we upped the carbs, so high carb on a Saturday, for a bit of a refeed and recovery. And then we started that cycle again the next Monday. Okay. Now, that's a very brief insight into this, but this can be quite complicated for people that don't know what they're doing, and this is why I always say that having a coach or somebody to manage this for you is obviously the best investment you'll ever make. So that's what we did in the overall picture in terms of nutrition. So you can see then it turned into a little bit of a carb cycling model. So we had carbs here, no carbs here, no carbs, carbs here, no carbs here, and then high on a Saturday, and then a Sunday was very, very low calorie and very, very low carb. But that just gives you an insight into how training should be altered when you go into that post-new baby phase, maybe first 6 to 8 weeks, until you can get your routine back in order and get the baby into some sort of routine in terms of sleep, and you can start to plan and slowly ramp that volume back up. As always, guys, send your questions into the Friday Focus. We will definitely get them answered, and we'll see you next week.